baseball on the show from the bank, Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Game number 3 of this new season between the Atlanta Braves and the Philadelphia Phillies. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Chase Anderson gets the ball for Philadelphia in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
This guy had a year you'd love to forget last year. Awfully ugly. We'll see if he can rebound and pitch much better. And if he doesn't, his spot in the rotation could be in jeopardy. It'll be awfully important that he gets off to a good start in this one.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. He will lead this one off today. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
First pitch, 105.
The windup and the 0-1. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. Swing and a flare down the line. Coming on is McCutchen. He can't get there as it falls in.
Hey, that's why this guy's in the leadoff hole. Grinder, battler, whatever you want to call him. He is not afraid to go deep in the count. He is not afraid to hit with 2 strikes, and he showed it right there.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Pitch misses low. The throw down. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
Well, I think he's making it pretty obvious why he's batting leadoff, isn't he? Works his way on base to start the game, and then does even better by swiping second to put himself into scoring position. He's trying to make an impact from the get-go in this one.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And well off the plate with the change of pace. That's ball 2. Dan Dero, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, they come into this one in good spirits, fresh off their first victory of the new campaign last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of runs last game, and this team is flying high right now. There's a fight at the bat rack.
A little bouncer.
Yeah.
Albies leads off second with nobody out. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone. Next up is Eli Sanchez, swinging it well so far in this series. He's 3 for 9. First offering on its way. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And he is out trying for 2 bases, but credit him with a single and an RBI here.
Well, you know, that's me effing up.
And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. And there's a swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch to start him out. 0-1. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
He wasn't even close to swinging right there. That was a stone-cold take.
And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around, and the inning is over. The Braves get a couple of hits here in plate 1. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Braves 1 and the Phillies 0.
On course, all that matters.
Charlie Morton gets the starting assignment for the Braves. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, looking at the numbers, you can see this guy had an ERA over 4 last season. He'd like to do a lot better than that. He's got to do a much better job of keeping base runners off the bases. Cut the walks down and try to limit the hits per 9 innings pitched.
Now here's the first offering. Alec Bohm is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Guys, one of D-Row's former employers, the Braves, as they begin play here this afternoon. It's official now. They will not go 162-0 as they were handed their first loss of the season last time out.
Yeah, Matty, if they're going to clean up their recent trend right now, they're going to have to find a way for it to start on the mound. They can't go out like last game and allow a bunch of runs and not play sound defense behind them. Both those things are going to have to change if this team's going to get it going in the right direction.
Adam Hazley is the batter now as he looks at a ball. 1-0.
Not playing. Strike. He's not giving none of it.
That evens it up 1-1.
That's a great sinker right there. These batters are going to have to bear down because if he's got that good pitch working, it's going to be a long game. They might have to sit off speed.
Lifted the other way down the left field line. On the move is Ozuna, and he makes the catch in the corner.
Batting third.
Here's Bryce Harper now. He was 1 for 4 with a 2-bagger in yesterday's game.
Oh, Jesus. Ready.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. No balls and a strike to count. 2 out, nobody on. Harper behind with an 0-2 count now.
Got to pitch to the ballpark's dimensions right here. Love the execution of that pitch down in the zone. Got to keep the ball in the yard.
Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. Phillies down in order. They trail this one 1-0. At the plate now is Marcell Ozuna. He'll get us started in the top of the second. First pitch on the way. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Hit high and deep out to left. McCutchen going back. Still ranging back. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to left. Second home run early in the year, and it's given Atlanta a 2-0 lead.
Wow, talk about a guy getting hot, right? Hits a bomb, hit one yesterday. Usually when he gets hot, he starts to hit them in bunches, and this could be the beginning of a very, very good hot streak.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. He swings, and it's a line drive to left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Loud noises right here, fellas. Hey, he's going to have to mix it up a little bit more because they are on his stuff.
Dansby Swanson.
Dansby Swanson lining up to hit. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1.
I'll be forgetting balls.
Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike. And he got him.
Off.
Next to stand in is Christian Pache.
Christian Pache.
Now the first pitch. And a ball 1-0.
Hey, this pitcher's going to have to step off the mound right here and refocus. Take a deep breath, something. Can't keep falling behind and creating traffic. It puts everybody on edge, not only himself, his defense, and especially his manager.
Batting ninth.
And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here.
Getting ripped, bro. You start getting ripped, bro.
At the plate now, Charlie Morton. There's Segura to second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. One pitch, 2 outs. A pitcher's best friend to end the inning. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He's been hitting well in the series, 4 RBIs on 5 hits.
Hey, Matty, they need to get some offense going in this one. Getting a run back in this inning, give them a little bit of confidence that they can keep up in this game.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Fooled him with that one as he's way out in front.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Batting fifth.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now.
Andrew McCutchen.
First pitch on its way. Got him reaching a bit too far after that one. It's strike 1.
You got to be paying attention as an offense in a hitter's meeting in this situation. When you got a guy on the mound that you know the bottom can drop out of any pitch he throws, you have to elevate your sights.
Oh, and 2, here it comes. Still no balls and 2 strikes.
Boy, so far early into this one, this guy's pitching really well, and I'm a big believer in body language. He's getting the ball, he's working really quick, keeping the ball down in the zone, and if you take a look at this guy so far early on, a lot of positive signs. He looks like he brought his good stuff in this one.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Man, this guy's a grinder, fouls off good pitches, and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
And a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning.
Every pitcher looks to get off to a good start, and I'd say he's off to a good start. How about the first 5 batters he's faced? 3 of them he sent down via the strikeout.
I don't know who switched these on. I'm gonna switch.
Here's Didi Gregorius as he'll take a look at ball 1. In prior outings against Charlie Morton, comes in with 6 hits in 22 tries. A ball and a strike. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he struck him out. So a fine inning here as he strikes out the side in order. Dominance on the mound. In order. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Top of the 3rd set to get underway, And set to go is the second baseman, Ozzie Albies. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. And he fouls this one off. Wind up and the 0-1. A swing, and this ball is blasted to right field. Nothing's going to keep this one in the ballpark. Gone to lead off the inning. Ozzie Albies with a solo homer. Second home run early in the year as the Braves have opened up a 3-0 lead.
Well, in just a little more than 2 innings of work, he's given up 2 homers. Could be just one of those games for him. We'll see how much rope they give him. It's definitely getting shorter at the moment.
So next up will be Freddie Freeman. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1. Now to the plate, Eli Sanchez, as he'll dig into the left-handed batter's box. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
And that one yanked just foul.
After fouling off the second one, I got to step out of the box, adjust my batting gloves, and tell myself there's no chance he's tripling up on that pitch.
Lifted the other way down the left field line. And he's going to make the play over toward his right, and there are 2 away now. So the bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that brings forward Ronald Acuna Jr. First pitch on its way. Fouled off.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. He's going to make you feeling really good about his fastball.
Inside is going to be up here 1 and 2.
Just a season of pitches right there. Real ugly swing on the ball way. And it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for at that second.
Here it comes. And he lays off it to even the count 2 and 2. 2 out, nobody on.
Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over.
Braves able to tack on another courtesy of the solo shot. Bottom of the 3rd coming up. It's now 3-0 Atlanta. Now to bat, JT Realmuto. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
What was this we just checked?
First delivery to him. Realmuto, 30 years of age. He's in the midst of his 8th major league season. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And it's fouled away.
The offense better get it going right here because they certainly can tell from their dugout. This guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Knee high, he barehands it in time. And that's a huge play to keep the leadoff man off base.
Batting eighth. The second baseman.
And that'll bring up Gene Segura. In prior outings against Charlie Morton, he has an even 10 hits in 46 tries. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. The 0-1 on its way. Fouled away.
I'll take it way over there.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
Right now.
Into the hit column in this one. And he looks at his sinker for a called third strike, and now there are 2 gone.
Batting ninth.
So the bases are empty with 2 gone now. And the pitcher will bat next. Here comes Chase Anderson. First pitch of the AB now.
Hey, make no mistake about it. This lineup's going to have to get going and get a little bit more aggressive. This guy's pounding the zone.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Swung underneath that pitch, so he was either trying to elevate
dare
the
you
ball
hit it.
or
I
he was
dare you
expecting
to.
a pitch to be a sinker and drop more than it did.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They trail it here 3-0.
Bitch.
All set for the start of the 4th. And standing in is the veteran outfielder, Marcell.
Turned around the baseball and broke back to the park and appreciates the good chance they mix it up right here on him and try and go off speed.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Hoskins has it, and he'll step on first himself for the out. No one on with 1 down, and up next the catcher Travis d'Arnaud. First delivery to him.
Yeah.
Swing, and he pops him up, and no one will get this one. 3 runs, 6 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Droopy did that one.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and they're on 2 away.
Just flat out throws him there. Nothing deceptive about that 4-seam fastball, so I think he wasn't expecting it at all.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. On the line, that's a base hit into left field.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Boy, this lineup is so deep. 1 through 9, they could put a hurting on you, and they're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher.
The batter will be Christian Pache, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. Now a throw over, and he's back easily. Swanson is off of first with 2 away. And there he goes towards second. And they've got the runner hung up between first and second. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
The third baseman.
Pitch on the way. Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown a first pitch strike to.
Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number 1.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Here now is Adam Hazley. And he fouls this one off. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. Wind up and he breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
No runs, no hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
He's really on a roll right now on the mound. Back-to-back strikeouts to wrap up the last inning, and now he started this frame with the same story. 4 straight strikeouts in all.
Animation.
Next to dig in will be Bryce Harper, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No ball. Put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Wow, that's 4 straight Ks. He's knocking them down. He's looking for number 5 right here. You can tell this guy on the mound, he is pitching with a whole lot of confidence in this one.
And he got another one here. He strikes out the side. He set down 5 in a row via the punch out, and the inning is over. Phillies down in order. They trail in this one 3-0. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Christian Pache. First pitch on the way. And a feeble swing that time. It's 0-1. Ripped on the ground to first. And they'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Next up, Charlie Morton. First pitch on its way. Reaches out, but he can't get it. It's 0-1.
You know, you love a guy who attacks the zone, but sometimes I think you could throw too many strikes. That could be the case right here. This offense is going to the plate, just pulling the trigger on everything.
Behind 0-2 now. 1-2 now to the Braves pitcher. Bases are empty, 1 man out. This one for the shortstop, Gregorius. Throw in time at first for out number 2. 2 gone now in the Atlanta half of the 5th, and that'll bring up Ozzie Albies. halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Thought I might turn it. No way, back too late.
One ball, two strikes.
When a pitcher puts you in the proverbial rocking chair like he's doing right now, you have to take a deep breath. You can't start trying to guess along with him. Trust your fundamentals and stay on that fastball.
3-2, full count. Two out, nobody on. And he watches a called third strike on the cut fastball that time, and that will retire the side. Down in order go the Braves, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Wacky.
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Joe Girardi during the commercial break about the Phillies
hit that.
offense. And he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
Leading up for the
All
Phillies,
right, thanks, Heidi.
the first baseman, Freeze.
Will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1. Hoskins behind, the count 0-2.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
Oh, and they still have no answer for him up there. 6 straight punch-outs now, and there's one away.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
So the next hitter to dig in will be Andrew McCutchen. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. Struck out in his first at-bat. 1-1 to Andrew McCutchen. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
Yeah, Matty, he's had these guys on the proverbial rocking horse all night, changing speeds, hitting every quadrant. He's tough to hit.
Make it 7 in a row. My gracious, he is simply unhittable right now. 2 away.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
So now to the plate, Didi Gregorius. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. His guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Goodness, 0-2 now.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter-friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
Man, he's in control of all his weapons right here. 1 strike away from 5 shutout innings.
The 0-2 delivery. 8 straight strikeouts. You got to be kidding me. The inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. Still
Sit him
down
down.
3-0.
That's 8 strikeouts. Sit him down.
Ranger Suarez
Garbage.
will come on in relief as he'll make his second
Fire
appearance of
trash.
the season so far.
Number 55.
now at the plate, Freddie Freeman. His prior history in this matchup, he's got a 3-for-5 line. He's taken him deep once. He's set. Here it comes. Oh, what a pitch to start the at-bat there. It's 0-1. Now some action in the Phillies bullpen as a right-hander begins to crank it up out there. Oh, and he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
Boy, that's a jam shot right there. That's as good as it gets, in my opinion. Whoo, up and in.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Fouled off. This is to right field and deep off the bat of Freeman. Back goes Harper. Gone to lead off the inning. A home run off the bat of Freddie Freeman. Home run number 3 here in the early going, and the Braves add on. It's 4-0.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, is not the end of the world.
Get it off his face. Off his face.
Now batting, third baseman.
At the plate, Eli Sanchez. Now that ball is smoked, carrying to deep left, and that is off the wall.
Hey, there's a bullet off the wall. The outfielder does a really good job of getting that one in quickly, but I think they had a play there at second base.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there, Dan. I got to believe you're busting it out of the box thinking 2 until somebody tells you no. I know it would have been a close play, but I think you got to err on the aggressive side right there.
Acuna digs in now. He's set and the pitch. He's running. Pitch inside the throw. Offline throw. He still got it. Good job of getting the tag down there.
This throw wasn't a perfect one. It kind of made the fielder reach across his body to make the catch, but the runner got a pretty awful jump, and it really killed him that time.
Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. 1 out, nobody on. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted high and deep. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. So a solo shot down the line in left. Second home run early in the year. And the Braves have now opened up a 5-0 lead. The long ball is playing in this one. That was the 4th blast of the game so far for this lineup. Dan, Dero, what are your thoughts on what they're doing as a team so far?
Dero, I don't know what you think, but this is one of those cases where I think the hitters right now, they must be seeing beach balls up there right now with 4 bombs already in this line.
At it, and the runner was hustling all the way, but an 89-mile-an-hour laser across the infield was what it took to beat him. That's elite arm strength on that play. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. To the bottom of the 6th inning, Atlanta leads it 5-0. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, JT Realmuto.
The catcher, JT Realmuto.
First offering on its way. Gets ahead of him here as he got him to swing over the top of this one.
Man, this has been a game filled of a lot of swings and misses. Not very many confident swings, and this team up there, they'd swing at a butterfly right now if it flew in front of the plate. Lots of swings, lots of misses, a lot of ugly attacks for this team right now.
Into the windup here with the 0-2 pitch. Not even considered 13 strikeouts now.
Boy, he's just been sitting up and come down the whole avenue. We've seen a lot of punch-outs from him.
Gene Segura standing in. Let's still watch a sinker here that misses. It's ball one. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Bases are empty, one man out. Segura behind on a 1-2 count.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game.
Matt, just about everything he's doing is working. All of his pitches, great command, great location. And the big key, with 2 strikes, he's attacking the zone.
Ronald Torreyes will pinch hit here with 2 outs and the base is empty. Now the first pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Trying to avoid becoming the 3rd strikeout victim of the inning here. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
He's 1 pitch away from striking out the side, but even more than that, to throw a donut up after your offense put up some runs, I can't tell you what that means to the boys in the dugout.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
And he struck him out. So it might be time to begin the countdown as he's now gone through 6 innings without allowing a base hit. Phillies down in order. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0.
Just go ahead and just
Vince
push it for the
Velasquez
shutout.
will come on in relief as he'll
There's
make
no
his
hitter.
2nd appearance of the season so far. All set for the start of the inning, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Dansby Swanson. Now here's the first offering. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
I'm interested to watch this next pitch right here. He got a swing on a high fastball. I wonder if he's going to pull the ladder.
McCutchen is under it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting.
Next to hit is Christian Pache. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Now here's the first offering. And he's able to go with a fastball as this is sliced into right for a base hit.
The pitcher
Good hit.
number 52, Charlie Morton.
Runners going.
Man, he almost beat
And
it
a
out.
good decision to throw as he is toast at second base.
He almost beat it out on the pitcher.
Into the box, Charlie Morton. Fouled away. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Breaking ball that drops in for a strike. And it's 1-2. 2 out, nobody on. And he's bunting here with 2 strikes and 2 out. And he misses and likely will get it.
I didn't know how to put it.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Alec Bohm. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Long run for the right fielder, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. Now into the box, Adam Hazley. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the game plan is today. Too many early swings. They got to be a little bit more patient at the plate.
Right by him here, and he's set up for another strikeout here. The count to 0-2.
The 7th inning is one of those innings when you might start seeing some warning signs from your starters that they're reaching the end of their rope, but that's not the case here. He looks really solid to me.
So he sets him down swinging. Adam Hazley becomes out number 2 this inning. First delivery to him. Bryce Harper is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down and away, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat. That's not hard contact at all, and that's an easy out for the defense.
And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. Swing and a little blooper to center. Acuna coming in, and that's a base hit. So the perfect game bid ends in the 7th. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
Here's the first pitch. Right side, but it's well foul.
Yeah, just lost his good game. Shut out.
And this is swung on and
No
foul
hitter.
tip straight back off the catcher's mask. And that cannot be a pleasant feeling.
Should get the
Grounded to the right. And this is going to find its way into right for a base hit. The leadoff man's on to start the 8th.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, man. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You know, it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
But he's safe at first as he gets back in time.
Push the ball, bro.
He'll try it one more time for second. Throw won't get him. So now to the plate, Freddie Freeman, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. His lifetime line against Velasquez, he has an even 10 hits in 29 at-bats. Running yet again for second, and he's safe.
Just won't freaking throw a ball. Throw a ball.
0-1 Clifford. Really off with his timing on that one, a swinging strike. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Albies on at first, nobody out. And he fouls this one off. The next 0-2. Pulled toward right center field. And a reaching effort, but this ball gets by him as he does a half gainer to try to flag it down. He'll hold it second, and there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, there's a long drive bullet off the wall, but the outfielder does a really good job, B-Row, of getting that one quickly and getting it back in to keep him at first for a long single.
Yeah, and also nice job by the base runner not there. Not putting his head down, being over-aggressive and getting thrown out at second base. He saw the play happening in front of him and put the brakes on and got back for a base hit.
Yeah, D-Row, I think he would have been toast if he tried to stretch that one into a double.
And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away. And now the Atlanta number 4 hitter, Ronald Acuna. He went deep last time up. First pitch of the AB now. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike 1.
For most people, being down 0-1 would seem like a lot, but this guy is such a good hitter. He doesn't care going deep in the count. He's got runners on base. He has a game plan every time he comes to the plate. Let's see how this one plays out.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good slider down and away right here.
And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. And that'll bring in Marcell Ozuna. His lifetime line against Velasquez. He's totaled 4 hits in 24 at-bats. He also has 1 home run. Here's a knuckle curve that backs him up a bit. Ball 1. 1-0 count. Here it is. Fouled off. Now the 1-1 pitch. Fly ball out toward left center field. Center fielder giving chase. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. 2 left for Atlanta, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring up Rhys Hoskins.
The first baseman, Rhys Hoskins.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot. Time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
Now the 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat trying to get ahead and put himself at a good hitter's count.
Now the 2-0 home. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
Yo guys, I'm ready to get some breakfast. Midnight came and stole some cheese, y'all. Midnight stole some cheese, y'all. She came up while I was cooking and said, "Ooh, shades," and stole some. I'll feed you when I get up, baby. Okay? She's terribly hungry. Almost there, guys. Hold on. Oh shoot. I better do this now and then. Next one. Looking for my phone, it's like in my face. That's how I be though. It might be right there. I was moving. It's okay. Probably gonna get the gist of it.
The 2-1 home. Really bunches him up inside for a strike.
I love the fact that this batter continues to be aggressive, but after striking out twice already, maybe he's got to take a step back, see the ball a little bit deeper, and be willing to work deep into the count.
A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Full count now. 3-2.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
And another one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball game as he keeps racking them up.
Andrew
Very hit the corner.
McCutchen.
To the plate now, Andrew McCutchen. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Well, the pitcher can't really worry about that one. I mean, it was only their second hit of the game, so he's doing a lot of things right. Let's see if he can leave him out there now.
Standing in now, Didi Gregorius. As he'll come up empty that time on a sinker, it's strike one. No hits to this point. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike two. McCutchen leads off second with one gone in the inning. Count remains at 0-2. A ball and 2 strikes to Didi Gregorius. Struck him out. 18 strikeouts for him now.
He's really racked up the strikeouts in this one, and this guy's been victimized 3 times already today. He and this lineup are clearly having a really tough time picking him up.
At the plate now, JT Realmuto, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Ball 1 taken just off the inside.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Ready with the 1-1 to 1-2 now. And now time is called as a beach ball has made its way out into left field here. Working on hanging another 0 the pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. And what an effort on the running play to end the inning. 1 left for Philadelphia. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. New inning set to get underway. And next will be the power hitting catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. First offering. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Gone to lead off the inning. Travis d'Arnaud with the solo home run. First home run of the campaign for him. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Who says hitting isn't contagious? These guys have been feeding off each other all game, and 5 home runs as the result. I'll tell you, you might see some scuffles in the on-deck circle between guys fighting to get to the plate.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. And it's grounded just foul down the line. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Driven nicely into the gap. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Man, I don't think he could have bisected those fielders any better if he tried. Drove that one into the alley for a gapper that'll bring him easily into second base.
Hector Neris is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Brad Miller will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Send a line drive to center field. That's in there. Base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's 7-0.
Even though that pitcher was able to execute in off the plate, batter was able to keep his hands inside that baseball and drive it up the middle.
And before a first pitch to the plate and a move to first. Runners off for second. And he steps off the tag, and he is cooked at first.
Clearly, he was just a little too anxious to break for second that time. He jumped early, and the pitcher did a nice job of just stepping off the mound and then dealing with the play from there. Sometimes you'll see a guy flinch and balk the runner to second on those types of plays.
Will come in a minute and put it away for the second out of the inning. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Stepping in, Ozzie Albies. His career numbers against Hector Neris. He's 0 for 8. Liner towards second. And another base hit. He's 4 for 5 in this game.
Boy, talk about having a day, Debro. He gets his 4th knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those 4 was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it. He's smiling. His food's going to taste better tonight.
Into the box now, Freddie Freeman. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And gone up into the second deck. A 2-run blast off the bat of Freddie Freeman. His second of the game as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now. Guys, do you believe what we're seeing here today? With 6 home runs so far, this lineup is turning in a performance for the ages at the plate.
Matty, this is crazy. Dan, what does the pitching coach say at this point?
Right now, D-Roll, only thing he can say is pick up that bullpen phone and look for reinforcements because this has gotten really ugly, and this is a nightmare for a pitching coach.
Turned on, but it's wide of first and foul. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Man, as a pitcher, you have to love pitching 0-2. Multiple ways, up, down, in and out, throw the breaking ball. A lot of different ways to get guys out.
And it's fouled away. This one's also hit well. Deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. The next 0-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. The Braves lead it 9-0.
Bats is on. Atlanta, boy. It was cracking at the J.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring in Gene Segura.
Second baseman.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. Hard hit toward the hole. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning. As we take a look at his numbers, a couple of things jump out at you.
Definitely, Matt. He's been throwing it by guys the entire game, but that leads to some high pitch counts, and that's the case here. After that hit, you have to wonder if he's starting to get a little bit fatigued.
Yeah, and in today's game, everyone seems to want to err on the side of caution in terms of pitch counts. Again, he sends it out of play. Segura gets his lead at first, nobody out. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. And 2-2.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, gotta feel like it's a win for the offense.
The 2-2 one more time. Is swung on and missed, strike 3.
The bottom third of the lineup hasn't put up a lot of resistance in this one. Pretty much has been sure outs other than that one hit. That really puts a lot of pressure on other guys to make stuff happen. These aren't the guys you usually count on, but it certainly helps if they can do something productive.
Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Runners on first with 1 down. Line towards center field. Into the slide, and he comes up with a great catch for the second out.
Up next for Philadelphia, the center fielder, Adam.
Next to hit, Adam Hazley. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
1-0 the count. From the belt, kicks and deals. Rips this one to first, and he'll put this one away, and with that, the ball game is over.
Yeah, and we knew he was in a groove from the first inning, and he just kept this thing rolling and rolling and rolling. They couldn't get anything going against him. A dominant performance with a complete game shutout.
A 9-0 shutout final in this ball game. Atlanta jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Charlie Morton earns his first win of the season and recorded 19 strikeouts in this ball game. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wacky, and the whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
No pump fake, yeah, yeah. Everybody know y'all like the funk fake, yeah, yeah. They want sticking with me like some duct tape. Coming easy to me, do that in one take.
No errors. They left 4 men on base. For Philadelphia, no runs, 3 hits, no errors. They left 2 men on base. Time of the ball.
Dang. Okay, everybody. That's the end of that.